Hello, Teachers Distance Learning Diary, day 54. Normally it's a pretty lighthearted conversation, and I'm trying to, talk to you guys about how we're making it through this deep sea of distance learning. But this one might take a little bit of a different tone, and I've kind of went back and forth as to talking about it. But over the weekend, with everything that's happened across the United States, my daughter was very upset, and has looked at some things in the media and on social media, and read some things and seen some things that have caused her to I don't know, I guess, question some of the decisions that people make. Why are people treated this way? Why are people so angry with one another? And those are hard questions as a father to answer. So what I've put here, and what the website that I'm also going to put in the comments of the video today. I want to thank Merv Lapus, who works for Common Sense Education, as being a beacon for things like this, as well as keeping the conversation going about how to have tough conversations as an educator and as a parent with their children. So this is a resource from Common Sense Education. If we go down to the bottom here, there's some curricula to be looking at. If you're a teacher, I realize we're close to the end of the school year. But we are working towards, or you might have older students that maybe are bothered by some of the things that they're seeing. And there's some good resources here for you to take a look at and dive into, and recruiting, including how to have challenging and difficult conversations with either your students or your children. Now, you might not be in a headspace where you're able to tackle this right now, and not saying that you should. But sometimes teachers, this gets kind of laid at our doorstep, and it's something that we need to talk about. So, don't steer away from taking a look at this resource, taking a peek at it, maybe providing it in some way to some of your students who might need to read and understand and be retrospective and get away from some of the things that they see on social media, in regards to finding the right sources and the right information. And I went back and forth in recording this and putting it together and what exactly I'm going to say. And this is a number of many takes. But I want to definitely mention that it's not an easy conversation to have, even when it's your own child. And it's definitely not an easy conversation to have to talk about with your students. I teach civics, and we have these tough conversations. And in a way, I wish I were in my classroom to talk with my students about everything that they're seeing, what is happening, what their impressions are. It gives me a good barometer as to where we are and how we can all kind of come together and move past it. And that's way easier said than done. So I do hope you'll take a look at some of these resources. Thanks again to Merv. And if you don't follow Merv on Twitter, you absolutely should, because he's a great resource and an advocate for digital learning, and someone who is very passionate about children, which I look up to very much. I've heard him speak before, and I hope that you'll take the time to follow him. He's got some great things to share with all of you. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as always. And I look forward to talking to everyone tomorrow on day 55.